Hello, my name's Jeremy, author of the Peace and Purpose book series. I wrote this book series with the intention of helping readers to develop their own perspective on life, to attain inner peace, and to identify one's life purpose. There's no manual to this human experience. It's quite chaotic if you ask me, but I've learned that it's actually divine perfection, right? What we perceive as chaos, what we perceive as circumstances, what we perceive as people are really disguised lessons with the intention of helping us be molded and shaped and readied for what we're asking for, but ultimately our purpose. The books come in a way that allow readers to dissect their life, to answer questions that really allow them to dig deep, and to potentially change behaviors in a way that's advantageous to one's quality of life. I'm going to walk you through my books so that way you have an idea of how they all work together. The book covers are behind me. Hopefully you can see them well, which they tell a story of an individual going through a journey of peace and purpose. With that being said, we'll start off with the first one. A Gift of Peace and Purpose, A Survivor's Journey. I wrote this book right after a series of traumatic events in my life had unfolded and really piled on top of me. And so my journey as a survivor is something that I wanted to share because it's ultimately how I found peace and purpose. The next book is Love and Meditation, The Keys to Manifestation. This is probably my most challenging book to write because I had to learn how to love myself. And I used meditation in addition to a mental health professional to dig really deep to understand how circumstances and people were molding me and shaping me for what I asked for. Because as spiritual beings, we have the ability to manifest our life desires. The next book is Lenses, Seeing the Unseen Spaces Between Us, which talks about developing one's perspective. What's the lens that you're looking through? So that way you can see that circumstances and people are not just coincidences. They are connected in a way that help mold and shape you for your purpose. The next book is Well to the Soul, Pouring from a Full Vessel, which talks about us being vessels, right? And we need to be full in order to pour from our soul. If you know anything about a well, if it's dry, it can't give anything. And thus, you have to pour from a full vessel as we are the well and our soul sits within us. The next book is Hidden Meadows, The Fulfilled Promise. I believe that if we honor our life's purpose by operating from a place of peace and using our new perspective on life to identify our purpose and chase our purpose, that there's a promise that is delivered to us, that of abundance. And it's often hidden beyond what we can't see, what we can't develop in our humanness, right? Because we're limited in what we can comprehend. Life is way beyond our comprehension. The next book is Compass of Love, The Journey of Peace and Purpose. I wish that there were certain things that those that came before me told me, so that way I could have a better quality of life and navigate this lived experience a little bit better. So I decided to write a book that was a compass based in love to future generations. And the last book, The Journey of Peace and Purpose, is the collective of all of the other books. I recognize as a hands-on reader, as someone, a hands-on learner, as someone who needs to go through things a couple of times in order for it to click. Workbooks are really easy for people like me. So this workbook is the collective of all of the other books. What I hope that this book series does is improves the quality of life for everyone in this collective human experience. I am simply chasing my purpose through being an author, and I recognize that there are other ways to do so, but I felt that this would create a legacy for not only me, but those around me who have good intentions. I recognize that not everyone will be able to read all of these books, but I realize that the impact of one person reading these books is exponential as their quality of life will improve, They will interact with others within circumstances. And because of them living a life of better quality, they will inspire, encourage, or trigger others to do the same. And I'm so happy that I was able to contribute to this human experience in such a way. At the end of my life, what I hope to be true is for people to say that I helped develop emotional intelligence of the collective human experience, to develop an awareness around mental health, as well as education for a collective generation of individuals who have high emotional intelligence, who have good mental health hygiene, and are educated, can really change the trajectory of the lives that come after them in a way that's incomprehensible. Have a great day.